comedy genuinely saved my life. I was a pretty deep into dealing for a very long time.
One thing is like stories from Martin's life. Anything you would want to see in a pilot, like a storyline, something from Martin's life.
It solved all my problems, man. I was like, it'll come back. My thing. It's okay. It'll come back. He's on the world tour, but he's here tonight working on some material for you guys. Clap it up, and show some love to Martin Amini! Keep clapping. Yes, y'all feeling good? Yeah. Yeah, man. No. Peru. You guys are Peruvian? No, I'm Peruvian. Oh, that's what's up, bro. Yeah. All right. That's good information to know. I like how homies like to shout out their country like we're doing census. Latinas are so cool. They're so there's no girls like Latinas, bro. Because everything the sound effects they make are so cool. Yeah, you see what the fuck is that? It sounds like a robot. It's like a cat. You guys are all in little relationships, huh? Your girl? Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh my God, man. These guys, y'all married or not? Just dating? Married. Oh, for real? Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I hate you guys. So wait, how long y'all been? Over 5 years or no?
17.
Oh really? 7? Damn. How old are you guys?
35.
35? The fuck? Y'all man, like algebra? What the fuck? Oh yeah. Are y'all from, what part of the DMV y'all from? So where'd you go to high school? Fuck. Yeah, bro. Wait, are we the fucking, what class are you in, Kennedy?
08.
Okay. 06 or 06? Yeah. Fuck, bro. Yeah, this is my fucking neighborhood. This is guys, I just want to let y'all know in the room, this is what I had to overcome. This is literally like, a lot of people don't know like my trauma and like what I had to do to succeed and become like big. Like, dog, this is, oh yeah. I'll be at the bus stop and I'm like, oh yeah. Yeah, that's so funny. So wait, so did y'all go to Argyle? Or Lee?
No, he's from PG.
Oh, he's from PG? But you say you went to Kennedy though, right? Yeah, but I'm saying what middle school? What middle school? What happened?
No, sorry.
You used to live in Missouri?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you're special. That's that Missouri shit. No, that's Missouri. I mean, yeah, you got educated in Missouri, so that explains a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Did y'all go to? I went to Argyle. I went to Kennedy. Then I went to MC. Anyone here go to Montgomery College? Damn, my whole class is here. Wow, I went to the Rockville campus. Yeah, Harvard on the Pike is what they call it. Yeah. Montgomery College is great. I love community college because I feel like it's a beautiful thing because there's no requirements to get in. You just like pull up and like, dog, you're in. You know? There's no age requirements either. Like at one point I was taking classes with my brother and my mom in the same class. Yeah, we all shared the same Adderall prescription. My mom be like, pass that shit. I'm like, Mom, pace yourself. Yeah, that's another thing, minorities, we didn't have access to Adderall. No one taught us about Adderall. Did you know about Adderall growing up?
Not till college.
Yeah, not till college, right? Yeah, me too. I learned about the white homies were selling it to me. Man, first time I took Adderall, dog, it solved all my problems, man. I was like, it'll come back. My thing. Yeah, it's okay, it'll come back.
You got
It's okay, guys. Here, I'll tell you. Oh, yeah, put your lights on.
fire up.
Yeah. You know, we got someone from Missouri, so we'll be safe. Oh, wow. It's kind of cool. Now I feel like I'm at a Bad Bunny concert. You guys see? All right. Well, we'll do the show like this for a little bit, and then we'll see what. Is the whole block like this? Yeah. That's the whole block.
We can hear you.
Yeah, I feel like D-Ron heard my jokes. D-Ron was like, whoa, you make fun of the government? We get to some of that shit. If it's okay with you guys, can I continue to tell jokes like this? Wow, you know, I feel like I'm back in high school, like doing drugs with you guys. This feels very like, let's go in the Corolla and that, I've been doing comedy for over 14 years. This has never happened before. Yeah, you guys called me when I didn't pay my bill. This is low-key like, damn, Martin, like I should have raised the ticket prices to pay it. I'm trying to give y'all a good deal and shit. It's so cool that this happened like at this show because we do shows here Monday through Saturday, and usually when it's not my show, the crowd is very white and gentrified. Thank God this didn't happen during those shows because I'm definitely getting a bad Yelp review. I'm not worried about none of y'all right now. Do we have any gay people here? LGBT? Oh wow! Hi. That's kind of cool, man. So we got all types of. How long you been gay for? When'd you come? When was it coming out? When'd you come out?
I think I was like 14, and I was like, yeah, like boys.
Wow. Yeah. And then are you from the DMV?
Yeah.
And originally your family's from
El Salvador.
El Salvador. And when did you tell your Saudi parents?
When I was like 16.
Really? Was it like a very like were they supportive or?
My mom was like, you're confused. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. And then your father?
He's come around now.
Oh, that's kind of wow. That's very progressive.
Yeah.
That's all. And your mom's come around too?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's yeah.
We're working on it.
Yeah. Latino parents are moms are very like conservative. People don't know that about Latinos. They're very conservative, like their values, culturally. Yeah. Yeah, my mom, I guess I could say she's Democrat, but her values are very conservative, which is very interesting because I don't know. I think if she did her research, I'm like, Mom, you might be a Republican. But she doesn't. Yeah, she's like, no, I like Bill Clinton. Okay, Mom. All right. Yeah. My mom, she's older now, and she watches like Univision and Telemundo. She watches this show called Primer Impacto. Primer Impacto is like basically like the Spanish news, but like Spanish news are very different than like CNN and Fox News because Primer Impacto, they show you the crimes while it's still going on. They're like a reporter like standing with like people like shooting in the back, and he'd be like, it's not good. And I was like, oh no, what's going to happen? I'm like, stop watching this, mommy. That's why you got trauma, man. Oh my God. Yeah, dude. Oh my God, this is like such a like druggy experience right now. Yeah, dude. This is like a great time for like to do shrooms. I feel like shrooms really. I mean, I'm not advocating everyone to do shrooms. Everyone has a different experience. But honestly, if I didn't do shrooms prior to this experience, not like I'm shrooms on now, but like I feel like it prepped me for these type of moments, And I feel like I'm not like because this kind of turned into like a town hall meeting. We can find ways to like, how do we lower taxes? What are we gonna do about our parking tickets? Like what do we do about that? Does anyone here like in blue collar construction or doing what's your job?
I do gas.
You do gas?
Yeah.
So you create gas, or what do you do with gas? I fart a lot. Like, what do you do with gas?
I do like maintenance on the pipes or like bring them to the houses and shit.
Maintenance on the pipes and then bring them to the houses. Oh, okay. So like, is it more for like commercial businesses?
It's commercial and residential.
Residents that uses gas. That's what's up, bro. And then I wonder how can we apply that to this building? Can we utilize your services? I guess only if we use gas, huh?
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Is there anyone here that does like HVAC? HVAC? No.
We got electrician.
Electrician. Oh, who's it? Who's it?
Right here. Right there. Right there. Right here.
Oh man, it's funny because like he didn't raise his hand like he ain't trying to work. It's like you ever been on a plane and someone, do we have a doctor here? And we're like, do we have an electrician? Hey dog, we might need you to clock in, big dog. Get on the roof, check out the wire, do some inspections. If you had to diagnose the situation, they said the whole block is out. What causes? I've never been on a block that like the whole shit goes out like for this long. That's kind of like crazy.
Pepco.
Pepco. I feel like anyone in this room could have been like, yeah, that's good. So call Pepco. Pepco might be one of the worst companies of all time, bro. That's like they're like worse than the mafia, bro. Because they'll send you a bill for like $12,000. Like, yo, how did it become $12,000? Like, you know. I pay that shit, man. That's what's up, bro. All right, so we got an electrician who doesn't really want to work. Has anyone else got like a blue collar job? What about like anyone here a lawyer so I can sue Pepco? No. Who's a lawyer?
This one over here.
Oh my God, the one wing. That's a lawyer. What do you do when you go to court and kill me? He said, George, this is no good idea. I object. No.
She's a little shy, but she's a lawyer.
She's shy. She's been talking the whole time. You're not a lawyer. Oh, you're not a lawyer. You're paralegal.
Okay, fine.
What do you do? You just work at the law office?
Receptionist.
Oh, receptionist. Okay. Damn, she went from lawyer to receptionist. I love Latinas that you out there. She's a lawyer. She's basically a lawyer. She puts things out for them. She's in charge of the documents. That's what's up. You know what's so funny? I was gonna plan something. I was gonna say this anyway during my set, like at some point. But I'm in the process of we're writing a TV show for myself, based off my life. It's based off growing up in an ice cream truck family, who then then he opens up a comedy club in DC. And we wrote. I don't know if you guys know what a TV pilot is, right? Yeah. But it's basically we finished the second draft of the pilot. The white homie with the pedophile mustache. He's the writer of the show. So I don't know if you guys know this, but he wrote for John Oliver, his HBO show, and he wrote for Hassan Minaj. And look at that! Look at God! Electrician, did you do that? Oh shit! It's back, baby! We trauma bonded. You know, can I just say, in all my 14 years of comedy, I'm so proud of you guys for keeping. No one left. Even the white people stayed. The white people were like, they're like, wait, is this safe? So can we give a round of applause for yourselves for hanging out? I'm hanging out with Brian Perez. He's a homie of mine. We've known each other since like I started comedy. He's actually writing a TV pilot based loosely off my life, growing up in a family of ice cream truck drivers, and then opening up a comedy club here in Washington D.C. called Room 808, which is actually where we're at right now. We're in the basement. So yeah, we're in the basement. So yeah, we can film some scenes here maybe. Yeah. But we linked up in London like last month or 2 months ago. Randomly, and then so we talked about it, and now he's working on the pilot. 2 drafts in.
Yeah. I mean, I think the world is great because it's like you can actually see where it is. It's here. Like this is like the spot, so that's cool. And then there's lots of cool things to pull from like your life and your story and stuff. Because I've known you for a long time, but I had left by the time you built this. Yeah. And I sort of met up with you in LA a couple times, but like I didn't really know all the backstory. So when you were telling me that. I think that was a lot of it. I was like, oh, okay. Like, we can really use a lot of this.
Yeah. I want to talk about my new TV show. Is it okay if I bring Brian back on stage? Can I bring the white homie? Yeah. All right. So, yeah, man. Brian, there you go.
Imagine if they had said no.
So, yeah, man. Brian he's the writer of the TV show that we're working on. It's based off my life. But I think, like, tonight you got a good idea of my audience. They're very diverse, a lot of different cultural backgrounds. They got a lot of flavor.
There's one loud bitch.
She's from Missouri. She's a lawyer. She's a lawyer. She's practicing, Yeah. But yeah, man. So we're trying to write this show basically like. Yeah, I think like even tonight, like the lights going off is that should be that should be like episode 2.
Yeah.
Lauren forgets to pay the bill.
That was wild. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I was fucking working my ass off.
Came back on right as you mentioned my name too. I just want to point that out.
Yeah.
Brian. It was like I was down the street with fucking Saw.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Pepco.
Oh, Pepco. Yeah. Shout out to Pepco. Yeah. Yep. And so, do you have any questions about?
Yeah. So we were gonna kind of like throw things out to you guys too. You guys know Martin. You guys are fans of Martin.
Oh, yeah.
Why do I feel like I know the first volunteer for a question? But yeah, what do you guys? One thing is like stories from Martin's life. Anything you would want to see in a pilot, like a storyline, something from Martin's life. What'd you say there?
How he met his wife.
How he met his wife.
Yeah,
Why don't we get a little bit of that? Because I don't know if I actually know that part of the story.
Okay, so when I moved to LA in 2022, well, this story, what happened was I saw there's a Latino publication called Remezcla, and they did a write-up on my wife saying like Bolivian creatives you should get to know. And I saw her, I was like, wow, she's really pretty and talented, let me follow her. And then I followed her on IG and she didn't follow me back. And then a few months later, they did a write-up on me, and then she followed me eventually. And then when I moved to LA, because she lived in LA, I was living in DC, and I DM'd her like, hey, I'm moving to LA. I know you're doing a lot of cool stuff in the Bolivian community. Maybe we can talk about Bolivian stuff together. And then that coffee turned into like dinner, and then dinner turned into like
Hey girl, we're both Bolivian. Let's talk about Bolivian stuff.
Yeah.
That's wild. Yeah. So I wanna know how many times did you? Because you said she didn't follow you back. How many times did you hit that part of her profile to see if she was following you yet?
No,
Come on, you were in there going, refresh. Damn it. You must have checked it a couple times.
No, I'm a patient guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm very patient, you know.
All right.
But I think that's a storyline we can definitely include. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know how Charlene feels about being included in the first episode, but definitely eventually
Down the line.
Because the pilot is basically I'm still kind of poor. And I live with my parents and shit, so it's gonna show the trajectory of like I'm not really like famous. I'm still like convincing my parents that it's a good idea to do comedy.
You're not shit yet.
Yeah, I ain't shit.
Yeah, yeah, you ain't shit yet. He really wanted to say that.
Thanks for saying that to my face. You ain't shit, dog. Yeah.
He's roasting you from 11 years ago. You weren't shit before. What's something you would want to see plotline-wise or characteristic-wise from like a Latina mother? You guys have Latina mothers. Like, what's a?
Sounds like you were talking about like. I'm sure your mom goes like.
Yeah, I like that.
No, this dude roasting your mom right now.
No, you know why? Because
From before,
I can relate to what he's saying because I feel like growing up, we didn't really have a lot of representation on TV, especially from the East Coast, because everything is from usually the LA Mexican POV. But
Right,
East Coast,
right.
we're very different from the West Coast homies.
Yeah.
Like growing up, I'm a little bit older than y'all, but I used to watch this show on Fox called New York Undercover. Yeah, I don't know. See, y'all don't even know what that is. Yeah, it was New York Undercover was Malik Yoba and a Spanish homie.
I remember that show. Yeah.
He was like a Puerto Rican dude, and I was like,
Yes.
oh, that guy's cool.
Yeah.
I also grew up on John Leguizamo.
He was great.
Y'all know who John Leguizamo is?
Freak. What was the name of that special?
Yeah. Damn, this
Freak
crowd's
something?
fucking. Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 20. I just turned 29.
Did you have any? Did y'all have any Latinos growing up you watched on TV that you really like looked up to or no?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Bad Bunny?
Bad Bunny.
Anyone? What
This
was
guy's.
it? Walter? Oh, Walter Mercado. Walter Mercado? You guys, Walter? Okay, so Walter Mercado, he was a gay sidekick. No exaggeration. It was on Primer Impacto. Yeah, so he was like a guy who can read. He did like tarot cards. He was like a sidekick type of
okay.
He passed away recently, right? Yeah. Sábado Gigante was the shit. Yeah. What's your name? Yeah, you're Walter, right? Oh wow, yeah. This guy was the first homie with music videos back in 2010, bro. Yeah, in the DMV, bro. This guy was, back when like no one had music videos. This guy had the best music videos.
That's awesome.
Yeah. What do you do now?
Got a studio around Bell Bridge.
Oh wow.
Nice. That was also the coolest response to what he goes, you know me? I was like, damn, that's awesome.
No, I do know him.
Yeah.
I remember him.
That was awesome.
But you knew me when I was like fucking poor. Yeah. Are you proud of me? Thank you, bro.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, one more. We gotta have Nigerians in the show.
Yeah.
Because I feel like growing
He's
up.
wearing your shirt. We need a Nigerian.
No, because I feel like growing up, there was like a lot of. I feel like Africans in the DMV play a big, just like the like side characters.
Yes.
Because I have a lot of my best friends growing. You know, DJ Bo's from Cameroon.
Right.
A lot of people from Cameroon, Nigeria. And homies would come, like, I remember when they would come, like, when they were 10 years old, 11, and they try to, like, fit in. And it was funny, like, seeing homies, like, try to, like, you know, were you in ESL by any chance?
We speak English.
Oh, you speak English?
Yeah.
I can. Okay. No, yeah. No, I feel like.
We have like native languages, but we speak English.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
That's cool. I like that.
Ethiopians, too.
Ethiopians. Yeah.
They
for
play
sure.
a big part in the DC area, I think.
Yes.
Any Ethiopians here? Nah, fuck them. Oh, you're Ethiopian.
Never mind. They're out.
Oh, hell yeah. The one representative, yes.
What should the name of the character be?
The name of an
Give us a
Ethiopian.
name.
Yeah, give us a good
Maybe you
strong
get it in the show.
Teddy? Teddy?
Teddy.
That doesn't sound Ethiopian.
Nope. That doesn't sound Ethiopian.
What does your family do here in the DMV? Is your family here?
Yeah, they're here.
What do they do for a living?
So my dad is administrator
Administrator?
for airlines.
For airlines? And
Hell
what,
yeah.
My mom just works at
at a where?
retail store.
Retail store. Oh, okay. All right, that's cool. All right, yeah, because a lot of them, like the garage parking here in DC,
Yeah, they got that. They got that pretty much on
they
lock.
run that
Yeah,
shit.
I
They're
do.
like the garage parking Illuminati, bro.
I do remember that.
That's why I don't like to make fun of EDOs at my show, because I want to get parking. You made fun of my nephew at the 808 shop. I don't know why they talk like that either.
Okay, one more. Yes.
Your first comedy show ever.
The first comedy show ever was in Chinatown at RFD. Remember RFD?
Oh yeah, regional food and drink.
I lied about being a comedian for many years to get on the show. And I was like, yeah, man, I just moved from LA and I've been doing comedy for 5 years. And they're like, all right, we're going to put you at the end. And then I did crowd work. I didn't have that many jokes, but
Right.
I was like roasting people and shit, and people were laughing, and I was like, I made it. You know?
Nice. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That feeling when you first get laughs on stage. That's
Yeah,
great.
it was very addicting, for sure. Yeah, that place RFD on Chinatown, it closed down. It doesn't exist anymore. But
Yeah, that's a lot of places from when we started.
bro, DC has changed so much since
Yeah.
then, man. It's really sad. That's why I opened this place, because there all the places I used to perform before the pandemic that allowed me to basically build my career is gone.
Right.
You know, and so this spot reminds me of what it was like before the pandemic. It has a very DMV vibes, you know, like the artwork. You know, if you look at the mural, there's an ice cream truck that says Fred. That's like, you know, respect to my dad, you know. And so there's a lot of cool stuff, yeah. The Peruvian homie in the back.
Where can I find this ice cream truck?
Just Potomac, Maryland, on like usually Falls Road. Yeah, Falls Road. He be at the like Hadley, like at the parks. He be at the parks or like Cap and John Park, wherever there's like kids. I don't want to sound weird. It sounds so fucking. You know.
I mean, it'd be weird if your dad was like, I only sell to adults for ice cream. You would have a bad business model. Yeah, you got to go where the kids are.
Yeah, that was a good question.
Yeah.
Anyone else before we? Yep, glasses.
Did you have like something else that you wanted to do?
Like what? Oh, like I'll be honest. I talked about it a little bit tonight, but comedy genuinely saved my life. I was a pretty deep into dealing for a very long time. I quit drug dealing when I was 24. I was making a lot of money. I never got caught, never snitched, and I was very proud of that. But yeah, I just felt like if I didn't quit drug dealing, my life would not be in the right. Yeah, especially like, you know, having immigrant parents. I felt like I was. I thought of them a lot while I was being successful doing that. And I was like, you know, you make money, because I never had money, and I remember making a lot of money selling drugs, and it was a very weird, empty, okay. And I felt very empty making money selling drugs, and I didn't feel like that was my purpose. So I started reading, like, I read a book, and then I was like, and then I just remember, like, I should probably find my purpose. And then my cousin, Max, I was his camera guy. For a couple, back when I was dealing weed, I had lots of money, so I was like, let me just hang out with my cousin at the comedy clubs in LA. I'm from Silver Spring, so I never thought of stand-up comedy as like a real job. So then when I saw him doing it, he took me on tour. He took me to like London, Dubai, Australia. I was like, oh shit, I'm funny too. And so that's literally what happened. And then I just moved back to the DMV in 2012. Went to RFD, the open mic, and then. Now I'm rich.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, type shit. Nah, it's crazy how much money you can make doing comedy if you do it the right way and you work hard and that's why I wanted to move back because a lot of comics when they make it they move to LA or New York, but I wanted to move back to the DMV, build this comedy club, expand it. I wanted to change this whole block up. And I wanted people to see like, yo, you can make it from the DMV and stay in the DMV and then put on the next generation of the DMV comedians. So that was one of my goals, yeah. And hopefully we can make this TV show and then cast DMV people to be in it. That's why I wanted you to see, that's why I wanted you to come to 808 and see my audience because like we need the Nigerian homie. We need the annoying Latina. we need the token white homies here because that is the show. We need the gay Salvi homie.
Yeah. He just stuck out his tongue at me. I love that.
Because I think for Brian, not saying Brian specifically, but I feel like people outside the community they sometimes look at Latinos or minorities a certain way.
Right.
And but when you're like you're kind of being brought into the community right now. Because like before they saw you, but now you're like, oh shit, like he's with Martin. So I feel like you bring someone into the community, you give them validation, but then you have more perspective on what to write about.
Yeah, for sure.
Because like when he wrote the script, he was like, come on, essay. I was like, no, we don't talk like that.
For the record, I did not say that. Just to camera.
But yeah, so you can get a little bit more context for the community hopefully from this experience.
Yeah, for sure. No, this is awesome. I love this club too. I've been here a couple times, but never with like your fans from since you've kind of hit it. You know what I mean? Like it's really cool. So
yo, keep it going for my homie Brian Perez one time, guys. All right. This show was a little. This is probably one of the most unique shows I've ever had in my life. But did you guys have a good time? Yeah. Appreciate you guys. We got some hoodies out there.
Oh, for real?
We actually got you a hoodie.
You got me one?
Yeah, we got you a new Roommate Away hoodie coming out.
Where is it? Can I have it? Can I? Oh, it was outside? I don't want that. Was it on the curb? What the fuck? It's freezing. You sure this is for me? Yeah. This could have been for anybody, dude. Okay, thanks. Roommate 08. Oh, okay. Got a little cartoon action on the back. Roommate 08. Look at that. Washington, D.C. Established 2021. 2021.
I know.
That's crazy.
It is. These are some old school pics we got.
Bro, that's crazy. God, I love this place, dude.
I was so proud of you to see the Cap One. To go from here
Bro.
People don't realize, like, dog, you couldn't. Back when it was this one, this guy could not sell out.
It was like 30 tickets.
He couldn't sell out Roommate Away. But he was still, look at that, the look of determination, perseverance.
I was starving to death. That's what that was. It was that famished look. From famished to famous.
Dude, this you look like a Disney prince.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Hold on, which leg's up?
Hell yeah.
Where was I even looking towards?
I don't know, bro. You were in your headshot pose.
This is when I felt like I had to do modeling shit still. I was like, I need content to post.
Dude, you used to post pictures of yourself, remember that?
All the time. I didn't know what else to post. Didn't have it. Back then we couldn't even get the stage time to put out the amount of content we have now. You know what I mean? So frustrating.
So much has changed.
Dude, so much has changed.
Bro. What's it like now for you? Like now doing 20,000. What do you miss about this map right here?
This is gonna sound so cliche, but like I finally get it. People say enjoy the journey. When you're on the journey, you're like, this shit sucks, dude. I can't wait to not be here. These shows were so much fucking fun. Like you had so much to prove and so much, like you needed the work.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't wait to come here, A, because I needed the money, and B, I wanted to perform in a city that was not my typical demographic. I'm not usually in this city. I'm still living in LA. And C, like I needed to grow. Like I was on kind of like a fast track to like really get my shit together and become the best comedian that I could be. So I mean, without these days, Capital One doesn't happen.
This was fun. Did you have a good time tonight?
Dude, I had a great time. I had a wonderful time. DC, thank you for coming out in the middle of a weekend and doing this out. Thanks for coming out. You guys were so weird and fun. I'll see you guys again sometime. We'll all hang out, all right? I love you.
Keep it going for Matt Rife, ladies and gentlemen.